Rain lashed the windows, wind howled like a hungry wolf. 10-year-old Sophie huddled deeper under the covers, her heart pounding like a drum. She couldn't sleep, not with the storm raging outside, and not after finding the book. Earlier that day, Sophie had been exploring the attic when she stumbled upon a dusty old trunk. Inside, beneath layers of musty clothes, lay a leather-bound book. Its pages were yellowed and brittle, the title embossed in silver, The Mirror's Reflection. Sophie had always loved scary stories, but something about this book, the way it felt cold and heavy in her hands, sent shivers down her spine. The first pages described a girl, much like Sophie, who found a haunted mirror. The mirror could steal souls. Sophie chuckled. Just a story, right? But an uneasy feeling crept into her stomach. The book described a storm, just like the one outside. A cold draft, though her window was closed. That night, Sophie woke up to a cold hand on her shoulder. She gasped, her heart leaping into her throat, but it was just her blanket, slipping off the bed. Except as she reached to pull it back up, she felt a cold, unseen presence move past her. A presence that smelled of dust and decay. The next day, Sophie's reflection in the mirror seemed different. Her eyes were wider, filled with an unnatural fear, and for a fleeting moment she saw a flicker of something else behind her, a dark and shadowy figure with glowing red eyes. Panic welled up inside her. The book. It was all true. The haunted mirror, the eerie events, the growing terror. It was all happening, just like in the story. Sophie knew she had to do something, to stop the horror before it consumed her. She grabbed the book, flipping through its pages, searching for a way to break the curse, to escape the nightmare that had become her reality. Then, she saw it. The last page. A single sentence written in a language she didn't understand, but somehow, she knew exactly what it said. The reader becomes the story. Suddenly, the room seemed to spin. Sophie stumbled, dropping the book, her reflection in the mirror, rippling and distorting. She reached out, her hand passing through the cold glass. And then, she was gone. Pulled into the mirror, trapped forever, as a character in the haunted tale. The book lay open on the floor, its pages rustling in the wind. The storm outside had vanished, leaving behind an eerie silence. The only sound was a soft, chilling laughter echoing from the mirror, a laughter that sounded